Hello. These are called quads today. If you go back 59 years ago, it was roller skates, and I was a 10-year-old boy. It was around 50s, and there wasn't much to do in our small town in western Pennsylvania, and I spent Saturdays at the roller rink. It was a quarter, I believe, and later that day it was turned into a bingo hall at which my mother played bingo. It was a lot of fun, but my whole idea about it was going as fast as I could, and I never did anything fancy. No backwards skating, no skating on one foot, that sort of thing. And my skates were fiber wheels with ball bearings. My sisters were much more serious about skating and could do skate dancing, I think it was called at the time, and they had, I don't remember, but wonderful skates, and they were called precision skates, precision wheels with sealed ball bearings and wooden wheels. And I was envious of that. But I put my skates away, and a lot of time passed, 40 years in fact. And sometime around 1990, I was on my first sabbatical from Apple Computer. I had 6 weeks to have fun. And on a lark, I bought a pair of rink skates. It was $150, a lot of money even then. And I started skating outdoors, and it's kind of like a bicycle. A lot of it came back, and over a period of, looking down at my notes, I think it was 18 years, yeah, I skated outdoors. I developed this kind of speed skater approach to it. It was mostly in a straight line, and it was in a crouch, going as fast as I could there as well. But it taught me balance, and I love skating, frankly. And it was, I think, last year that, and especially here in Chicago in the winters, that I went to a rink and I took my they were converted to outdoor skates, to a rink, and started skating. And ever since then, I've been skating indoors, and I'm having to learn to skate in a rink. It's a lot different. So part of this video is showing you that process that I went through. So I'm going to show you some clips of my skating. I belong to a club in Streamwood called Club Air, and it's just a hoot. I'm having a ball. Skating indoors is all about refinement and elegance. So here I'm trying to learn to have a home position and keep my feet together, and then return to that home position as I push off. The good news about skating in a rink is that there's no leaves or twigs or rocks on the floor. The bad news is that you have to go around bends, and so that's involving putting one foot over the other, which sounds simple, but it's part of learning to skate on one leg or the other, and to be conscious of your edges and constantly shifting your balance to keep from falling. So that's what I'm doing in these sequences. Here you see me doing a forward crossover. You can see I'm still a little bit tentative about it. There's a backwards version that I'm still not up to. In this sequence I'm doing something like a slalom that you might see on a pair of skis. My legs actually should be a little bit closer together. Sometimes it's fun just to move around the rink and not necessarily do anything. So here I think I'm conscious that Evan, our instructor, is filming me. So that's my little smirk there. One of the things I like to do is get a little bit of speed. You can see here I don't have that much, and to glide on one foot. So you can see that gliding across and then switching to the other and leaning into it. It kind of reminds me of Leonardo DiCaprio when he's at the prow of the Titanic and the wind. It's kind of a romantic idea. Too bad I don't have Kate Winslet there. I think she was busy that day. Out here you can see me at least trying to show off a little bit. I like to do a glide there and then go into a crouch position and then do a leg kick, and then as I go backwards and do a toe spin. Well, you can see that toe spin didn't work out too well. Well, at least I didn't fall, and there's the opportunity to try again. I've come to realize that what I call the toe spin is kind of a cowboy or a hot dog move, so it's not part of your official artistic skating repertoire. But I have to admit, it's a lot of fun. And speaking of fun, I'm going to show a couple clips. I'm not going to do a voiceover, just to let you see other folks having fun, and that's what it's all about. So as a footnote, about a week ago, I was skating backwards, I'm told, I don't remember, and I fell down, hit my rump, and then apparently my head, and I went out, passed out for, I don't know, a number of seconds, and next thing I knew, the emergency personnel were there and securing my neck, and I was on my way to the St. Alexis Hospital and later to have a CT scan. And the results were positive in the sense that they didn't find anything wrong, although I suspect they thought something was wrong that wouldn't show up on a CT scan, and that's a person my age skating, maybe even skating backwards. Okay, but you know, it has risks, but I love it, and I'm going to keep doing it, and I hope sometime to see you out there. So let's both be careful out there, and thanks and goodbye. Wheels on my shoes, growing up in a small town. I'm in my best imitation of an Olympic skater's crouch, left arm aerodynamically tucked behind my back, right arm swinging pendulum style to the stroke of my skating. Dogs bark and strain at their leash. Children point and stare at the man with wheels on his shoes. Parents watch, reminded of their unused inline skates in the hall closet, that halfway house for abandoned intentions on their way to a cousin or the Goodwill. Grandparents and folks with a touch of gray in their hair stare also and smile. They are flooded with memories of sidewalk skating and clamp-on skates, wondering whatever happened to the skate key tied around their neck with a shoestring.